Awutshela abantu bonke, tshela umhlaba wonke.
Tshela abantu bonke, tshela umhlaba wonke. Tshela abantu bonke, tshela umhlaba wonke. Tshela abantu bonke,
akubatshele wena.
Tshela abantu bonke, tshela umhlaba wonke.
Uthi
nansi ingoma ikhona,
ingoma yase-Afrika,
nansi ingoma ikhona,
ingoma yabokhokho bethu,
nansi ingoma ikhona,
ingoma yase-Afrika,
nansi ingoma ikhona,
thatha ngeyakho,
thatha ngeyakho.
All right, we're going to do another simple recessive mutation this evening. This simple recessive mutation is a huge crowd pleaser as far as its visual look goes. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the animal out. This is a simple recessive mutation called a piebald. And, well, it pretty much speaks for itself. Pieds can range anywhere from you know, very high white like this boy here to very low white where there's just a whole bunch of pattern and a whole bunch of color and carrying on. This was originally reproduced in 1997 by Peter Call. And there are stories about these guys getting actually thrown out with import shipments because people thought they had a problem. People thought they were diseased. People thought they had you know, fungal infections and this kind of thing. Because I mean, let's face it, that really doesn't look a whole lot like a normal ball python. And if you're used to seeing you know, healthy, normal ball pythons, then this is not what you're used to seeing. You know, they range, like I said, from very high white. I've seen them where it's just the head of the animal and just the very tip of the tail, to very low white where you actually have to flip the animal over and look at its belly to be able to tell that it's a pied. But this boy was produced by A Ball Pythons out of Misaki. He's a real good friend of mine. And he's a 2008 male who we're hoping will feel some love with our 2007 het piebald female. I'm going to try and get a little closer here so you can get a real good feel for his colors. They're not all this bright, to be honest. Let's see if I can get it to focus up there. They're really not all this bright. Some of them do get a little darker than this. But that's him. There's a lot of different mutations, a lot of different combos that go with the piebald. The spider pied is an animal with a spider head, and then the whole rest of the body is just completely pure white. It's this standard pied white coloration here, and that is due to the fact that a spider has a form of leucistichism, which is the white speckling or the white sides on the spider. And it's theorized that the leucistichism in the piebald, which is this pure white, this absolute lack of any sort of chromatophore that causes pigmentation in the skin whatsoever, those two forms of leucistichism merge, causing a totally white snake except for the head. Now, why the head is the only thing that gets color, we don't know. Even when you throw a pastel in there and you make pastel bumblebee pies and things of this nature, it's only the head, and we don't know why. It's basically just something to do with the way that the animal's genetics interpret the way it's supposed to be put together. The caramel pie, the really cool one that I really like is the axanthic pie. Link in the sidebar to that guy. Big props to Marcus Mandic of marcusjane.com or marcusjane.ca to our Canadian friends. There you go. That's a real good representation of his color. He's not a pastel pied, he's just a piebald. And he's just got this really great pumpkin yellows going on there. The Xanthic pied, the pinstripe pied, the clown pied, the pastel pied, pastel hypo pied, super pastel hypo pied. All of these have been done, and you know, we're still waiting to see some of the different. Lesser pied has been done, clown pied I think I mentioned, but there's a few more out there that we're really excited to see. If he doesn't bite me, I'll be surprised. Pieds has been one of my favorite mutations since I first laid eyes on them. I was actually very much against morphs. When I got my very first ball python, I was completely against morphs. I thought it was just absolutely unethical to be breeding an animal with a genetic deformity like this. And then you see an animal like the piebald, and all of your ideals and all of your pre-apprehensions about breeding genetic deformities, they really kind of go out the window. So there's the piebald, guys. Thanks for looking. We'll put him back up. I'll let y'all see him kind of stretched out there. There you go. He's a big boy. He's 500-600 grams. He loves his rats. Thanks, guys.